Today I wanted to do another French-inspired makeup technique. I just saw Jean Demas post a video on one of her new lipstick colors, I think it was new anyway, where she just kind of did this effortless look only using one lipstick. So that's what we're gonna do today. I just wanna show you how you can do this super effortless but still feminine makeup look. And I'm only gonna use this one product for my lips, cheeks, and eyes. This look is perfect for you if you're a mom or you're rushed in the morning, or if you just like super quick, simple, kind of minimal makeup routines. And if you're into that style of makeup, please check out the rest of my content. I think you'll really like it. My name's Karina, by the way, so welcome if you're new. Let's get right into the video. I do have a little bit of makeup on. I put a bit of concealer on just because I was out today, so just a bit under my eyes and on some blemishes. But we're just gonna work over that. So the French style of makeup is very minimal, very fresh looking, but it's still really feminine. So we're not gonna use that many products today, and it's just gonna be like a very quick routine. So you'll be able to get out the door, but feel really polished and just like very confident. So what I'm gonna do is just mix my IT Cosmetics CC cream together with my Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. This will just add a little bit of color, give me that a little bit more of that glow. And the CC cream is just great because it's an all-in-one product. It has the SPF, it has the moisturizer, and a little bit of coverage. Actually, no, this is more of a heavy coverage product, but I'm barely gonna use any of this. I just kind of want to even out my skin texture, but not cover everything up. So about half a pump of that, and about half a pump of this as well. Then I'm just gonna mix that together. So I don't have very much on my hand, and I'll kind of just start to pat that into my skin. And then I'm just gonna take my beauty sponge and even that all out. The sponge is damp, so it's not gonna pick up a ton of product, but it will just pick up a little bit. So by the time we're done, you're really gonna have a very sheer layer on your face. It's not really gonna cover too much. It's just gonna make you look kind of more even and glowy. And then we are gonna do some concealing. Always do concealing, even if you're not wearing any base, just to kind of get rid of like the really red patches or the blemishes, or those under eye circles. As always, I'm gonna link everything down below. I don't get money from you clicking on links or anything like that. I just do it to like help you. So I'm gonna go in with some concealer, and I'm gonna keep it very, very minimal. So just kind of putting a few dots under my eyes. And then just covering up these blemishes. My skin has just been like really breaking out lately, which is never fun, but just life, that's just how things go. So we'll cover those up as well, and then just a little bit around my nose. I sort of switch up the concealers that I use, but this MAC one is definitely one of my favorites. It's just so thin. It still provides good coverage and it lasts for a long time, but it's so thin, easy to work with, easy to blend out, and it's affordable as well, like compared to like the NARS Radiant Creamy or something like that. So if you want something that is not quite at the top of the price scale, then definitely check this one out. So anything that's super obvious that kind of stands out on my face, like discoloration, patches, blemishes, is concealed and covered, but I still feel like we put such minimal product on that it's very, very natural. And that's exactly what we're going for today. Now I want to bronze my skin up a little bit, so I'm going to use my Chanel bronzer for this French makeup tutorial. I like to just grab like a big kind of fluffy foundation brush. Well, I guess this isn't really fluffy, but like a domed style kabuki brush, which is Morphe M439. Just pick a little bit of that up. Now this bronzer doesn't go on heavy. It's not super pigmented, which is exactly what I want. I just kind of want it to be like a sheer layer on my cheeks and around the perimeter of my face. When you have a bronzer that's sheer like this, it's just so easy to work with. You don't have to be very precise. I'm just kind of working it all over my cheek area, and then I'm just gonna kind of bring it up into the forehead as well. I haven't used this bronzer in a long time. I kind of forgot about it. It's stashed in one of my drawers, but it's really beautiful. It's just, yeah, it's just very sheer and glowy. It's not too much. I have a little bit of warmth to my skin, but nothing too heavy. So now I'm gonna do my brows. I've been using the Anastasia Brow Freeze. I used it in my last video, and that was kind of my first impression of it. But it's just like this very clear product that is supposed to like really grip and hold your eyebrows. I used it today already, so I have a little bit in my eyebrow hairs just because I was out running errands and things. And it definitely has worked. It stayed in place. Now I'm not gonna do any other product in my brows. I'm just gonna take a spoolie and work this through. I just want them to look super natural, but still brushed up and polished looking, but this is gonna take you like 2 seconds to do, which is the best part. And then to make my skin look even less covered, I'm just gonna fill in my beauty mark just with like a little eyebrow pin. This one's by NYX. And whether you wanna use mascara or not, always go in with a lash curler because it's, again, just going to make you look super awake and polished and just really pretty and lifted. Before I go any further with my eyes, I think I will just do one coat of mascara on my top lashes, but you don't even have to do that if you want to just keep it really minimal. I say it's all about the skin. If your skin looks polished and like fresh and you don't want to do eye makeup, then it'll save you a lot of time. So to keep everything really simple and quick, I'm actually just going to use one lipstick for my lips, my cheeks, and my eyes. I'm not going to put a ton on my eyes, but I chose this color by MAC. It's in the color MAC Red, and it's a satin lipstick, so it's not too matte. It gives you like a little bit, well, it has a satin finish, so it's going to give you like a slight sheen, but not too glossy and not too matte. So it'll blend out really well when we use our fingers to do our cheeks and everything. This looks like a true red in the bullet, but it definitely comes out as more of a pinky red, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm just gonna start to add some color to my cheeks. So I just take my finger and just take it right off of the bullet, get a little bit of color on there, and then just kind of tap it into your cheeks as evenly as you can. Just start with a really small amount and then kind of work that rouge in. So this actually went on way like more pigmented than I had the intention of, so that's fine. You can just take your foundation brush and kind of run over it until you're happy with how much pigment you have on your cheek. And then I want to work a little bit of color into the rest of my face, but not very much at all. So I think I'll work off the back of my hand. If you pick up the product from the back of your hand, you can kind of blend it out there first so that you're not going to get too much on the rest of your face. So I think I'll just do like a little bit kind of on the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my chin. And it doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton there, but it just kind of ties the cheek color in with everything else. Makes you look like less washed out, maybe a little bit more flushed. And then once most of the product is off my hand, I'm actually just gonna kind of run that on my eyelid and even kind of up into the brow bone as well. So again, it doesn't like necessarily look like I put product there, but look at that side compared to that side. So this is just like the quickest, easiest way you could possibly get ready in the morning. This would be perfect for like moms, if you want to go run errands or you want to, I don't know, go out for a lunch even, or just anything you want to do, or this could just be like your everyday look. It's so simple, so easy, so quick. To finish up, we're going to do our lips. So same thing, I'm going to work off my finger and I'm going to just kind of tap that into my lip until I get the amount of color that I'm going for or that I want. And I don't want to use a lip liner. I just kind of want like this like effortless kind of smudged out look. Something like that is perfect. Now if I wanted to like have like a more of a bold lip, then I would just go straight in off the bullet. And then you just have a bolder look. Maybe you're transitioning from day to evening, and you can just put it on a little heavier and there you go, you have your evening look. And then once you get your lip on, just look at your cheeks again and just see if you want to add a little bit more color. Cheeks fade, they're the first thing to fade, so you know, don't be afraid to just put like a little bit more than you're comfortable with. And then I'm just gonna do one thin coat of mascara on my top lashes, but I'm not gonna layer it at all. I just want it to be very minimal looking, just very fresh and natural looking. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is just set in a few places. So I'll just use my Charlotte Tilbury powder, kind of a smaller brush, and I'll just tap off the excess so I don't have too much powder. But I think I'm just gonna set like right under my eye, maybe just kind of right around my nose, and I'll probably just do the center of my forehead as well. So that's my finished look. I really love how this look turned out. It was so simple, so quick to do, and I just feel very feminine and kind of polished and just ready to go. If you like makeup looks like this and you're just really into like simple, quick, wearable looks, then definitely subscribe to my channel because that's what my channel is all about. Comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one.
Comme un écho qui s'évapore dans l'univers, sans retour tu me laisses sans voix. Cloué perché dans le vide de cet